Who's good, Potato Spin Leak here? It's hours later. I've uploaded all of my content so far. And I was thinking about just putting on a chill farming game and listening to a podcast or something. And turning in for the night. But I decided I'm going to give it one more shot. That way it's not carrying over into tomorrow, so... Let's see where we go. Let's see how far we get. Let's see what we can handle. And if this is, in fact, our last episode, it was well worth it. It was worth all of the frustration. It was worth all the bugs. It was worth all every little bit of it. If we go ahead and pass this now, and it'll be the same thing, or I'll say the same thing at least, if we pass it in our next attempt. So this time around, I think I'm going to switch things up. And I'm going to go for the Scar H. Because, I don't know, there's something about this gun that just makes me feel comfortable. It did me a lot of big favors. And then I just kind of threw it aside. I feel a little bit guilty about that, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to load this up, and I'm going to work with it. Sensitivity seems to be the same. As long as we're not looking up and down, we'll be fine. But then again, we can adjust for that by just looking to the side. Alright. So. Oh, I was hoping to grab some ammo and not a health kit. Luckily for me, I didn't grab either. So it looks like we're not really going to have as much ammo. But I think in the long run, the damage is going to pay back. Not only that, but the accuracy. You have to remember, this gun has been fairly accurate. It's helped us through a good bit of stuff. And I'm wanting to be in the middle of the road. Do I want to be in the middle of the road? I don't like the thought of getting stuck on these trees. But I will say this fence has helped us on more than one occasion. And that raises another question. Do I just want to try the sniper rifle? If I can get enough distance, do I want to try the sniper? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move here a little bit. They're going to start spawning in. Well, let's go ahead and let's run for our fucking lives. Alright. And let's just try to thin them out. Let's just try to take them out. Not get caught on mailboxes or trees or cars. Let's just try to get the job done. I know you guys have seen me do this fight a couple of times. Trust me, I've done it a lot more than you've seen. This has taken up a lot of my time. That 14-minute video you saw, that was actually an hour and a half. I really wish they would just give me a grenade launcher or something. Ay, ay, ay. Oi! Oi! Little last save. Okay, so that really didn't work out too well. It might be that our best course of action is in fact the LMG. I don't want to put too much stock in it. Maybe we'll switch it up, try the shotgun. Not really sure. But the Scar H definitely wasn't the way to go in that situation. It looked like it wasn't quite doing the damage it needed to. Actually, let's try the M4A1. This gun hasn't seen too much action, and the couple of seconds I did use it in one of the earlier parts, it seemed to do alright. Not like that, but it seems like it has a more sizable clip than the Scar H. The Scar H is packing the same as an SMG, which is roughly 30 rounds. The M4A1 is packing 50, where our LMG is packing roughly 75. Alright. Oh, and as a little added bonus, the zombie that we just killed gave us a little bit of extra munitions, so let's go ahead, let's see about filling this fucker up. Alright, so 250. So if the damage is worthwhile, this may just be our go-to weapon. Oh. And if worse comes to worse, I'll try running through the entire fucker. You know what? Why don't I just do that? There's no gates blocking my way. No, that's an option. I'm gonna run through it. I'm gonna see if that pays off in the end. Okay, so he should spawn in right about now. And I got caught on this fucker, so this is definitely not a good run for me. Alright, I'm gonna try the same strategy, but I'm literally just gonna go for it. Okay, Winston, this isn't where I want you to be. I'm literally just pushing. I'm waiting for the screen tear. That means I can take off. Okay, so it looks like I have to kill him to get into this home. No, it looks like there's probably a pool in the backyard. There's nothing in this backyard. Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't see. Winston decided to get up in front of the screen right just then. If he hops up again, he's getting slapped. Winston! You need to calm down. I will lock you out of the room. Jesus. Okay, let's try. Can you not? Can you fucking not? Okay, this is what I'm talking about. When you run into a single enemy, you immediately get stuck. So let's fill that up. I feel like if I had more ammo, I probably could have made that work. Actually, since I was in such close quarters, I feel like I should just go with the shotgun. That's the feeling I'm getting right now. I feel like the shotgun could pay off in dividends. Because here's the thing, if I'm just running past, they're going to have to send waves at me, and that area around the demon will start filling up with health and ammo. And by the time the zombies stop, I should be able to just get to it. So if I am given that time to try to rush them, that's going to be fine. I don't mind running around them. It's just falling back here to this narrow area where I can trip on everything. That's not a good deal. Okay, 2 shots. 2 shots. It's a little slow for my liking. I'm not going to lie about that. Okay, and it is way less ammo. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to close the gap. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to make shit happen, and we are going to fucking get this settled. So let's see how this shotgun works out. After that, I'm just going to experiment on my own for a little bit. If I find something that works, I'll start recording again. You gotta remember, I'm not necessarily trying to complete this game. As far as I'm concerned, I beat the 3 levels that were up. This seems to be a bonus area, which is odd. This thing's listed as episode 1, but you get to fight the kind of end game boss. If there's multiple chapters to this, I don't see why you would be back here already. But yeah, this is more of a challenge for myself more than anything to actually buckle down and beat this. And I'm surprised at how far I've gotten and how much I've actually put up with to try to get this done. Alright, so I'm not even worried about the ammo that's over here. I am just looking to get some distance. That is the goal, that's the name of the game. So I don't know why I was specifically going in this backyard. I think the reason I was doing it is because it was a straight line. I didn't have to turn around. What's up? Oh, it's actually going straight through him! Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm dead. Alright, so I'll see you in a bit. We're back. I don't mind if this part's extra long, so I just spent the last 30 minutes playing around with kiting and all sorts of things. The bottom line is no matter what, enemies are going to catch up with you. I've beaten the first wave a couple more times. The second wave is really problematic. If it wasn't for the bat dogs, I would be pulling out a sniper rifle right now and taking out those two green-eyed motherfuckers heading straight for me, without a doubt. And I'd also be trying to aim at the ones behind the trees. I'd get that skeleton on the left. I'd make sure the few remainder in the back would have to play catch-up. And they're not done spawning in just yet. So right now, it's really a matter of standing my ground, clearing a path, sprinting while I can, and then quickly turning and like lighting them up. If I do manage to clear the second wave, I don't know what the third wave is going to hold. So from there on, it's just going to be downhill. So here's hoping. So I'm going off into this wood area as much as I possibly can. And I'm kind of using that to get around them. And I'm going to try to break him off a little bit with this statue. I'm not worried about that slow fucker. What I'm worried about is this fucker right here. Alright, and this is going to slow me down a good bit, because jumping always does. Okay, so we got some of the faster enemies gone. Now's the time to really just stand the ground. Try to take out a couple of these fucks. And hope that we get a nice little bit of ammo here in the near future. And I will, without a doubt, leave a single enemy up. Oh god. Just so I have time to gather health and ammo, whatever I may need. I will happily do that. Because that slow, sauntering motherfucker, he's not catching up with me. I can tell you that right now. Alright, so that's the second wave. Just about cleared. The question is, where are we going to go from here? And what's going to happen when I kill this last enemy? That is what I'm dying to find out. Let's see. At 75 per clip, 350... Alright. So I'm going to assume that we got maybe... I'm not even going to do the math here. I'm going to assume that we have 4 or 5 clips to get all those invisible walls. And what I'm going to do real quick... That's not the rifle I want. Neither is that. I don't really want to use this. I want to pull out a sniper rifle and try to... There we go. Okay. Oh, the Dragunov's out. Let's just go for a single headshot here. I don't see the demon anywhere. All these doors are closed. There's a staircase in this house. Now, staircase doesn't really mean a pool. And it looks like I got caught on some sort of invisible wall right there whenever I tried to enter. Let's see what's on the second floor. Never mind. Are you kidding me? Am I stuck? Oh god. I was about to rage fucking dickholes. Like you would not believe. Okay, so the road leads here. Let's go ahead and check this. See if a pool spontaneously spawned back here or something. And it doesn't look that way. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make our way to the barricade on the opposite side. So yes, we are now farther than we have ever been. Oh shit. I see what it's wanting us to do. I just saw it. It's wanting us to go in this large ass backyard over here. Alright, first and foremost, let's check the garage. Let's make sure there's nothing useful in any of these rooms. Alright. And there's nothing back here. Alright, no staircase luckily. So where do we go? I'm trying to be a little bit careful. I don't want to activate spawns when I can't sprint. I'm not seeing our Dark Lord anywhere. I'm not seeing any real gaps anywhere. Oh god, whenever I go over here, it's going to start up again. I'm calling it now. You guys gonna spawn? Okay, so where's the enemies at? Where's the devil at? Where are the enemies at? Where's the devil at? Where's everything? Did I break the game? I think I broke the game. At this point, fairly confident I broke the game. Random healing item right there. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so where do I go from here? Because after that, it's just a dead end. Am I meant to go back this way? There's that health I left in there. Nope, gate's closed. I guess I'll go back over to those houses, check it out, see what's going on. Because as of now, I am dumbfounded. I have no idea what the game is demanding of me at this point in time. Maybe they should be setting waypoints? Not sure. I've explored both those backyards. There's no pool in either of them. Explored that backyard. I'm clueless? Is this just a ladder in the middle of nowhere? You're seeing this, right? What the fuck? There's just ivy. There's just a random invisible wall of ivy. Alright, and we reached the boundaries of the map. What is going on here? If you know what the fuck's going on, could you post in the comments down below? Jesus, what? Where am I going? What am I doing? Seriously. I want this to be over with this game. It just fucks up every chance it gets. It really doesn't want to let my ass go. Oh, invisible wall. Almost got stuck in the stairs again. What am I meant to be doing here? Okay, so there was 2 triggered activations viewing the devil. There were 2 waves of enemies, and now it is just nothing. There's a door in front of there. Maybe it's a building over here that I have to cut through? I mean, if that's the case, I can't really be mad. That's blocked off by ivy. I can't go in there. No enemies are spawning over here. Maybe? Nope. Invisible wall. Blocked off by ivy. Maybe I can slip by. Nope. Even if I could, nowhere to go. Okay, game, what the fuck do you want from me? What does game want? What is it demanding? It's not throwing another wave at me. The devil's not landed. He's not taking pot shots at me. There's nowhere for me to go. Nothing new has opened up. I am confused. Confused, that is me. Is there something that I haven't done yet? Is there something I don't have? Is there something... Do I have to have a specific gun equipped? Like... Oh, fuck. There's ammo over there. Oh, that's an earlier part. I've been there. Wait, there's a lock on here now. Does that mean I have to go all the way back to the car? Kill all the enemies and try shooting the lock again. Here's the thing, dude. The enemies are dead. Kill all the enemies and then try shooting the lock again. Is it possible that an enemy... Is it possible that an enemy clicked into the building and will not die? Because if that is the case... Okay, here's the question. How many of those fucking spider dog things, the bat dogs, spawned the first time I was in the second wave? Because I only saw one this time around. Well, they spawned like, what, over here? So where could they be? I'm hearing shit. I just don't know that I'm hearing an enemy. There's... Seriously! What the fuck? Alright. I'm gonna try something. I'll be right back. I literally spawned on top of these fuckers and got flung across the map. This is odd. Alright, so... I was literally about to say, okay, I guess I beat it, because I killed them all off 2 or 3 separate times. Just didn't see this door. Great, great. Way to show me how it's done, game. Oh, I have the golden gun. Oh, we're taking him out. Let's make a headshot. Fuck you! I mean, it's a pool. You could have gotten out. Did it miss? Did I scare her off?
My love, I will never forget you. I will take revenge for you.
Oh, she's dead? So I missed my shot, and she's dead. Alright. Alright. Okay. And now I can see where the episode 2 would come into play. The unknown city. He continued. Go to the main menu. Fuck. Yes. I beat it. Alright. I will say this. It's still not a bad game. It frustrated me. I played it through to the end. Sometimes I got a little confused. Sometimes I couldn't find my way. You know, that's as much my fault as it is the developers. But I did enjoy this game, and here is why. Alright, so I really need to take some time to organize my thoughts about the unknown city, especially after beating it. Whenever I initially finished the game, I was just so excited and struck with euphoria that I really couldn't process my thoughts or think of an adequate way to explain it. And this setting right here, this is on purpose. You know, Dead Island is one of those games that was underappreciated at the time, and these days people flock back to it. They have fun with it, and I know I certainly do from time to time. But this is a game that I used to constantly complain about. I almost didn't want to touch it. It was just the stigma of it. People had so many complaints. And I really appreciate the Unknown City because of its simplicity, and the long-term thing with it is really that I'll put it this way: it was a crap game. It was a very hard to complete game. I'd force myself at times to continue to play it, just because of what I'm used to. But it also made me realize there was this drive. The need to finish the game had to come from within. It wasn't some sort of outside source. It wasn't the potential of loot. It wasn't the ability to be able to play with other people. It was my desire to prove to myself that it could be done. And that's really what the main motivator was for me actually playing it and finishing it. You can stay right down there, buddy. Let me go ahead and knock some sense into you. And let's see, let's grab this. Let's loot your pocket. Fuck off, you little bitch. Yeah. But no, the thing that I really appreciate, even though it had poor graphical quality, even though the gameplay was shite, even though it was really difficult to do the simplest actions, and even though I had no sense of direction in the game, I did really have fun with it in the end. And it's been a while since the game has made me that happy to beat it, you know? Sometimes I just continually grind, sometimes I keep working at it, sometimes I do all sorts of things, level up, and I just can't get that feeling. The feeling that I used to get anytime I would complete a title. Just that feeling of being powerful, that feeling of overcoming an actual challenge, that party leg right there. You done? The feeling of overcoming a challenge. It's such an important thing, especially within the confines of a video game. But it tends to be forgotten. It's something that developers don't put in. It's something that's thrown off by the mechanics. The biggest problem, or the biggest challenge with playing games today, is the desire to actually finish it. I'll play God Eater, a franchise that I love. I got God Eater 3 just the other day, and I've been playing the hell out of it, but whenever it comes down to actually grinding and completing missions, the biggest challenge, the biggest thing that I have trouble motivating myself to do is actually playing the fucking game, doing the missions, tackling the enemies, upgrading my gear, crafting it, farming for money, farming for materials. And then that also carries over into so many other titles. Carries over into this for sure. At the time, it was such a pain. It was a bother loading this fucker up just to do something. But now, I come back and I fucking love it. I enjoy every single second of it. Oh yeah, I should probably level up. And then with games like Anthem, you know, they get a really negative rap. Honestly, I don't think that that's entirely BioWare's fault. I think that fault lies heavily with EA. But I do also feel that fault relies with the consumer, us, you know, the gamers, people who are supposed to be supporting these developers and giving positive feedback, sometimes negative feedback, anything that is constructive. You know, the community has done a great job of letting them know what's wrong with the game. And honestly, ever since day one when I've been playing it, and I'm playing this on PS4, I've almost never had an issue with the game. I know that there were some crashes, I know that, you know, they dropped the loot rate for a while, then they raised it back up, but whenever I think about it, games that had a similar quality to the Unknown City back in the day, ones that I used to play growing up, we didn't have anything close to that. People just can't be complacent anymore. Think about it. Take yourself back to 2001, 2002, if you're that old, and picture what you would have been messing around with at the time. You know, you'd have your Game Boy Advance, you'd have your GameCube, you'd have your PS2, you'd have your Xbox, and you might have some of the older consoles. Can you imagine someone coming over and just starting up Anthem? Can you imagine someone coming over and starting up Dead Island? We have these entire mass virtual worlds that were almost unfathomable at multiple points in time, and that took years and years of development, and all we can really do is treat them with the negativity. That's why I appreciate games like the Unknown City so much. It really, it hits home. It really does. It takes me back to somewhat of a simpler time. It gives me challenges to overcome. Most of it's the fault of the developer, but whenever I look at these AAA games and I look at the problems that we're dealing with, it's just repetition and loading the lobbies and occasional glitches. And then you look at something that's independent, and your thought is, Jesus Christ, am I even going to be able to finish it? Is it physically possible to finish this game? It makes me grateful for all these wonderful titles that have been released. It makes me happy to be able to play them, and it really makes me appreciate the developers that put their time and their effort into all these games. It's like I said, it's like I always say and I always will say, I call the Unknown City crap, and it is. but I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's a wonderful game. I had a lot of fun playing it. I would play it again. In fact, I think I might later on just hop on, mindlessly shoot things, blast a little bit of music, because that's the entire point of a video game or any medium of entertainment. It's to make you happy. It's to alleviate any pressures in the day. It's to give you something to focus on. It's to just take you out of that space and put you somewhere else. And in that sense, the Unknown City really did serve its purpose. There were a lot of times that I didn't think about a lot of the titles that I enjoyed playing recently. There were a lot of times I really didn't, you know, I didn't necessarily hate the game for being what it is, but I am thankful that it was the way it was. And hell, that game is actually what got me back on here. It's what, oh god, I have another skill point? It's what made me want to play this again. It made me think about, you know, the zombies, the fun, the loot, all that good shit. But more than anything, it made me appreciate a game that I used to consider terrible. Let's go ahead and put some bleed chance on here. That's always good. I don't know if I want to go for the backside, but, you know, there's no real negative connotation for it. But it really did. It made me appreciate some of the games that I really wouldn't have even touched back in the day. And I couldn't thank it or the developers enough for it. So I'm going to try to edit this into the video. I know that I went on a little bit long, but I'm going to go ahead and try to edit this into the video so that I have some sort of cognizant thought instead of going off on some sort of tangent. And I'll see you there. This tirade's probably going to get cut out, but what I'm saying is, this is a beautiful thing, because if someone wants to play it, if someone does have fun playing it, it doesn't matter what the game's made of. I enjoyed it. I finished it. Technically, I beat the game 3 times. Technically, I beat this game 3 times in the span that I've sat here and recorded for you. I've sat here, I've battled the bugs, I've battled the mechanics, I've battled every single thing to see the end screen. And I'm really thrilled that I got to play this wonderful game. And I certainly hope that you guys can not only appreciate, you know, the existence of games like this, but also the AAA shit that you're gonna have to fork out $60 for. I mean, let's face it, back in the day, $60, you wouldn't find a fucking console for $60 back in the day, but now it's fucking ridiculous. You have to think about how much work actually... You know, I'm going off on a tangent. It's early in the morning. I'm probably not even gonna edit this. Fuck it. I beat the Unknown City. I enjoyed it. I struggled with it. I overcame it. And I'm really fucking proud of myself. Like, comment, subscribe, keep on keeping on, and I will see you in another video.